Have you ever felt like your brain is turning to mush from endless scrolling? Maybe you've caught yourself mid-Instagram marathon, wondering where the last 2 hours disappeared to. You're not alone. This is something that secretly affects many of us: brain fog. Brain fog isn't a scary disease from a horror movie, but it is what happens when you spend too much time on mindless activities like scrolling through social media, binge-watching videos, or getting sucked into clickbait. You know that feeling when you've watched so many TikToks, you start dreaming in 15-second clips? That's brain fog creeping in. Picture this. It's a typical Tuesday afternoon, and you're trying to study for an upcoming exam. Textbooks are laid out, there's a fresh cup of coffee, and your laptop's ready. You're determined to make this study session count. But just as you dive into Chapter 3, your phone buzzes. It's a message from a friend with a funny Instagram reel. You think, I'll just check it out real quick. You watch the reel, then you swipe for the next one, and another, and before you know it, you're deep down the Instagram rabbit hole. You've watched a dancing dog, a cooking hack you'll probably never use, and a prank video that had you in stitches. Time flies, right? But now, an hour has passed. 1 whole hour. Your textbooks are untouched, your coffee's cold, and you've forgotten what you were even studying in the first place. That's brain fog at work. You try to get back into study mode, but it's hard to focus. Did you know it takes about 20 minutes to regain full focus after a distraction? Every time you pick up your phone, you're setting yourself back even further. This scenario doesn't just mess with your study session, it spills over into the rest of your day. You decide to take a break and grab some lunch, but while you eat, you absent-mindedly scroll through your phone again, this time on YouTube. By the time lunch is over, another hour has slipped away. You plan to go for a jog to clear your mind, but now you feel sluggish. You skip the jog and decide to chill on the couch instead. 3 Netflix episodes later, the entire afternoon has disappeared. The next morning, you wake up groggy because you stayed up late trying to make up for lost time. You drag yourself out of bed, already dreading the day ahead, and the cycle continues. This might sound dramatic, but studies have shown that excessive screen time can lead to cognitive overload. Our brains aren't designed to handle the constant flood of information we get online. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose. Too much, too fast. Research shows that heavy internet users have less activity in brain areas related to decision-making and impulse control. This means that spending too much time online can actually change how your brain works, making it harder to think clearly and make smart decisions. Plus, people who use social media excessively tend to experience higher levels of anxiety and depression. Every like, comment, and notification triggers a dopamine release, the same chemical you get from eating your favorite food or winning a game. It feels good, so you keep coming back for more. But here's the catch. The more you use social media, the more you need to feel that same level of satisfaction. Over time, you start needing more and more to get that dopamine hit, which can lead to a kind of digital dependence. You might even find yourself comparing your life to others, wondering why their lives seem so perfect when yours feels so ordinary. Spoiler alert, it's not. People only post the highlights. Social media also trains your brain to be easily distracted. Think about it. You're reading something important and a notification pops up. You check it, respond to a message, like a few posts, and by the time you go back to what you were reading, you've forgotten the point. This constant interruption makes it hard to focus on anything for too long. Ironically, social media can make you feel more isolated. Sure, you're connected to hundreds of people, but how many of those connections are truly meaningful? Studies show that the more time you spend on social media, the more likely you are to feel lonely. You're replacing real-life interactions with virtual ones, and it's just not the same. We're wired for real-life connections, for hearing someone's voice, seeing their expressions. Okay, enough of the doom and gloom. Let's talk about how to beat brain fog and keep our minds sharp. It's not all bad news. We can outsmart brain fog with a few simple, practical steps. First, unfollow accounts that make you feel bad about yourself. Seriously, you don't need to see Karen's perfect family photos or Jeff's insane six-pack abs every day. Fill your feed with things that actually bring you joy. Next, make real-world connections. Call a friend, go for a walk, or join a club. Do things that actually make you feel connected. Imagine this. You're at a coffee shop, and instead of being glued to your phone, you strike up a conversation with the person next to you. Maybe they're reading a book you love, or they've got a cute dog with them. Instant connection, right? Or how about joining a local group or activity? Sure, it might feel awkward at first, kind of like the first day of school. But before long, you'll look forward to those meetups, sharing laughs and making new memories. Social media can't replace that real human connection. Remember the last time you had a deep conversation with a friend over coffee? That feeling of being truly understood and connected? You won't get that from liking a post or sharing a meme. So, engage in activities that require your full attention and actually bring you joy, like reading a book, playing a sport, or picking up a new hobby. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Love you guys.